dear students. In the previous videos we discussed about squares of natural numbers, how to find the squares of natural numbers and some of the properties of natural numbers. Okay, today in this video we are going to learn about square roots. In our classes you have already learned that uh, subtraction is the reverse operation of addition. Division is the reverse operation of multiplication. In the similar way, square roots are the reverse of squares. Now what are square roots? See, in squares you learned that when you multiply two similar factors, whatever product you get is called squares. And square roots are those factors which we multiply to get the squares. Now let us see the definition of square root. Square root of a number is the number which when multiplied by itself gives the given number. Or you can also say that if a number has two similar factors, or if a number can be written as the product of two similar factors, each factor is called the square root of the product. Okay. Now for example, if you take b, which can be written as a multiplied by a, two similar factors, then square root of b will be equal to square root of a multiplied by a, which is equal to a. Let us take an example with numbers. If 36 can be written as the product of two similar factors, then root of 36 is equal to root of 6 multiplied by 6, which is equal to 6. Now you may be surprised to see what is this. This sign is called the radical sign, which is used for showing square root. Okay, so if you take square root, this sign is sign used to show the square root, and it is called the radical sign. Okay, now if you take 36, 36 can also be written as minus 6 into minus 6. When you learnt integers, you have learned that two similar signs, when you multiply you get plus sign. So here you got plus 6 into plus 6, and here you can write minus 6 into minus 6 is also 36. So here if you find the square root will be minus 6. So what does it show? For every square number there are two square roots. One is positive and the other is negative. Okay. Now let us see some of the properties of square roots. Almost all the properties are related to squares, whatever we have already learned. So let us see what are the properties of square roots. Okay. The first property is square roots of numbers ending with 2, 3, 7 or 8 is never a natural number. This is just the reverse of the first property of square. Okay, we learned that all the square numbers or all the perfect squares, they end with 0, 1, 4, 5, 6 or 9. So if any number ends with other than these numbers, that is 2, 3, 7 or 8, then those numbers will never have natural numbers as their square root. Okay. So if you see example root 36, it ends with 6. So it can have a natural number as its square root. But 47, it ends with 7. So its square root will never be a natural number. It will be either in fraction or in decimal. Okay. Now what is the next property? The square roots of even numbers are even. Thus we have already learned the squares of even numbers are even. So say similar way, it's reverse. The square roots of even numbers are even. So let us check one example. Example, square root of 4 is plus or minus 2. Both are even numbers. Square root of 100 plus or minus 10. Again both are even numbers. The next property is square roots of odd numbers are odd. Again, it is reverse of squares of all odd numbers will be odd. So let us see the example. Root of 9. Square root of 9 is plus or minus 3. Both are odd numbers. And square root of 81 is plus or minus 9. Again, both are odd numbers. So these are some of the properties. We will see. Let us see some more properties of square roots. Now the next property is square roots of numbers ending with odd number of 0 can never be a natural number. We have already learned square numbers end with even number of zeros. So if a number has got odd number of zeros at the end, it will not have square root as natural numbers. It will be in decimal or in rational number form or fractional form. You check here, root of 100. 100 has got two zeros, even number of zero. So it is easy to find the square root. But if you find the square root of 1000, you will not get a natural number. It will be in decimals because here you have got odd number of zeros. So what is the property? Odd number of zeros. If a number has got odd number of zeros, you will not get natural number as its square root. The next property is again a reverse of squares. Negative integers have no square root. When we learned squares, we learned that square of any natural number will not be negative, or negative numbers cannot be perfect squares. So here negative numbers will not have what square roots. Okay, negative numbers will not have square roots. Now the next property is square roots of square numbers followed by an even number of zeros is a natural number in which the number of zeros in the end is half the number of zeros in the given number. The rule is so long, but it is very simple. It says that if a square number has got zeros at the end, then you see here if you got two zeros at the end, in the square root you will get 1 0. That is half of 2. Okay. Now here if you get this, how many zeros are there here? 1, 2, 3, 4. So in the square root, how many zeros will be there? 4 divided by 2. That is 2. Okay. These are the properties of square roots. Okay. Now let us see how to find square root of a given number. There are various methods to find the square root. Let us see the easiest one, which is used to find square roots of small numbers. Okay, the method is repeated subtraction. What we actually do is again based on a property of squares. We learned that the square numbers can be written as the sum of odd numbers, right? N odd numbers. Okay, same property is used here. The square root of a perfect square can be found by subtracting successive odd numbers till we get 0. Now, how will you find the square root? How many times you subtracted? That is the square root. The square root is equal to the number of times subtraction is performed. It will become more clear if we do it with an example. To find the square root of 25, what we have to do is 25, subtract the first odd number. Which is the first odd number? 1. So you subtract, you get 24. Then from 24, you subtract the second odd number, which is that 3. So you get 21. Then subtract the third odd number, which is 5. You get 16. From that, you subtract the fourth odd number, which is 7. You get 9. And then from 9, subtract the fifth odd number, which is again 9. You got the remainder 0. That means whenever you get the remainder 0, that means the taken number is a perfect square. If you don't get 0 in the remainder, that means it is not a perfect square. It does not have a natural number as its square root. So here let us count how many times we performed subtraction. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So we subtracted 5 odd numbers. So 5 is the square root of 25. Square root of 25 is equal to 5. Okay. Now this is one method of finding the square root. Okay. Now we will do an assignment related to all the properties and this method to find the square root. Okay. That's all for today. We will learn some more properties and some more method of finding out the square root in the next video. Thank you.